All right, I've got 71. It says Nicole's text Nicole to let her know her real-time location sharing is not working. But I don't know what it's saying. It keeps saying that you know your real-time location sharing is off.
I bet you can see my location.
Yeah, I can see your speed too. I see how fast you're going too.
Okay, I'm going 25.
You headed into Dunn, Benson, Four Oaks, Smithfield. And you're gonna get off 42. What did it say? 42? Oh, wait a minute. You should take Benson to 90 to 40. Okay, you going 40. Gotcha. Almost there. That must be your fan. Your heater. You got your heater on or something?
Yes.
That my car picking up the fan. You can hear it.
Yes.
It's cold.
Yeah.
Let me get out into the streets, baby. I need this bread, baby. Before everybody get up. So it looks like I'm going to Kennesaw. They ain't got no Lowe's or Home Depot in Dallas. That's weird. But they open at 6, so I go to there and I ain't got to be there till 8, so by the time I get there, it's gonna be 5:30. So I'll sit at Lowe's for 30 minutes, get the part, and then find me a quick trip or a racetrack, take a nap. Cause I'd rather do this first. Now I gotta come back to Lithonia, and if I go to Lithonia first, I'm gonna be in that stop and go traffic, and I don't want that. So I'm doing this so I can go against the grain of traffic. The way I'm going now, it's getting ready to be packed in another hour. Police been posted up at Walgreens hard now. Look at this hungry. I got 48 degrees this morning. Where's it taking me? empty traffic. Nobody out here but me and the police. Just the way I like it. I do the speed limit. I might do 60. 56. That's good enough. What that gas was looking at the gas station? $3.01, $3.02.
I think it was like
$2.89.
the gas I get is like you know I get 93.
Oh yeah, you paid $3. Yeah, I give me some fuel injection cleaner from Walmart. Fuck yeah. It's all the same. Just put that blend in there for 90, 93, 91, 89. It's just a blend.
Was that my sticker?
I ain't even open it. I put it on top of the rack.
I ain't open it.
It don't have my name on it. I'll look at it when I get at home.
Yeah, because I renewed my tax for the car, but not the truck. So I know I'm trying
It's
to
probably for the truck, but you know, I'm so used to minding my business. It ain't got my name on it.
Did I get a letter from the toll road?
Not yet. If it is, it's on top of my key box. I'll look when I get home. But I saw it.
Definitely. That's great, but if I got one for the toll road, I need you to open it so that shit don't be adding up.
Oh, okay. Well, when I get home, I'll let you know. Send you pictures. I be trying to mind my business. I got no problem.
I understand. I need to pay them people. They did. I told you, the last time my damn Easy Pass wasn't working.
And does it work out for you, Easy Pass? Versus
Yeah,
just...
it works.
Oh.
Yeah, saves money. I put like 35 on there. I put 35 on there. Because I be taking the toll road when I be going to grandma's house too.
Oh, okay. I told you
I had that since I was living in Virginia.
I went all the way to daggone New York and I did not get one toll because I put missed tolls and highways, and it only added 45 minutes to my ride, but I didn't pay any tolls all the way to New York. And I went to the funeral, I didn't pay any tolls.
The toll roads coming in handy sometimes.
I know it saved you time, but
And then when I be going to Virginia and going through the tunnels, you go through the toll.
get you some on this speed trap. Go get you some. Come and pass me. Slow down now. Come and get you some. 36, 35, 34. And then they try to get you right after you pass the speed trap. They be sitting in cars and right down the street because it's still a 35-mile zone. They be trying to get your ass. It's all clear. Oh boy. Come and get you some. Let's see, run for what? Run for the Reagan. That was last month. Bubba, got the light, got the light. There's a spot on 78 that when I get to it, when I come into Lilburn, it wipes out all my damn Bluetooth, GPS, everything. It wipes it off the screen. It won't put it back. I gotta put the address back in and everything. It just wipes, turns off the Bluetooth.
Yes.
There's something down there. Every time I go past it, it takes the whole screen out.
This gas over here is $2.99, $3.09.
309, 289.
$2.99, $3.09.
Yeah.
But I still got half a tank. It's time for me to get off 95 anyway.
About to hit 40. $3.29. Damn, it went up. I caught it yesterday at $2.65. It's $3.29. Damn. Catch it on the back end. Ooh, 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 ooh. Them gas gas people know they wrong. No, they try to find an excuse. Any kind of disaster, anything going on, they give them an excuse to jack up prices. Knowing them airplanes do not use regular gas, unleaded gas. They use jet fuel, motherfucker. That gas pump ain't got nothing to do with what's going on in Iran. My rates just went up. Shit. My service call is now $99. Just a knock on your door. I want $100. Man, I had a customer yesterday putting the ice maker in his refrigerator. He sound just like Madea. Laugh and everything. He from South Georgia too. I said, man, you know you sound like Tyler Perry. And his house is laid out. He built his upstairs room, like, you know, you got your windows in your master bedroom. He cut the whole wall out and put a whole damn sunroom on the outside, because you know how I be upstairs. You know how on my house I come out the window and I walk around, be painting. You know that ledge. He turned that into an extra room where he leveled it out and put all glass windows with shades. So now when he get up, he walk right out there. And he got a bed he got a bed out there, king size bed, all wrapped around and windows with shades, so he can lift the shades up if he want to have privacy. But he's upstairs on that ledge. You see me walking out, I'll be like, oh, that is out of sight. TV, he walk around. Huh?
What kind of work does he do?
He's retired. He's older than me. He's 70. But he obviously had a good career, because he had a Porsche on one side and he had a Benz on the other side and a Maxima out front. So he got paid. And he just stretched his house out. You know what I mean? He knocked walls down and just expanded in every which direction. He got TVs everywhere. He got 2 bars, a bar upstairs and a bar downstairs. I was like, this is amazing, man. I like the way he got that. But what was killing me was his laugh. He sounded so much. It just sounded like he talking to Madea. I was gonna take pictures, but sometimes you know some people don't want you taking a picture of their house in case they be thinking you're gonna put it on social media and they might get robbed. So I stopped doing it. I take an inside of the house, but I try to get the people their privacy. Never know, somebody see something and they could get robbed because of me.
They have family. They have family reasons. You hear me?
You're not clear.
I said that he have family or just his little
Everybody about there. He got his brother. Him and his brother stay there. They kind of. Well, he said he had a girlfriend, but they walk around like two women. I didn't want to say nothing, but he said that's my brother. And Medea, and he's soft as a grape too. I mean, neither one of them look like they did any work. Look like they hired somebody to do the work, because I told him to do something minor, and he had like that was chemistry or some shit. I was like, you did all this shit. What I'm telling you to do is too easy. So I think they hired Mexicans or something to do all that damn work in the house, but they was soft as a grape. I don't see how they could have done it. They got new wood flooring in the kitchen, new cabinets and all that stuff. Walls knocked down where it used to be the back wall. They got that all blowed out. They got stuff all in the yard, you know, with rocks, where they don't lay rocks out in the yard where you can walk around. They got homemade benches made out of cinder blocks. They got all kind of ornaments and shit, all painted in silver. I was like, y'all got a hell of an eye for craftsmanship, but I just couldn't see it looking at how soft they look. I said, these niggas ain't never had a hammer in their hand or a nail.
They got kids.
He got a daughter. She older than you. He's 70. I think she's in her 50s. I think she's in her early 50s or some shit like that. Late 40s, one of the two. Yeah, just like Medea. He can go audition to be Medea's sister. I swear he could. Last week, my tire on the driver's side in the back ran over something, boy. It said kick, kick. And next thing you know, that damn tire gauge came on the screen, and Nicole, it was going down. I mean, it was going down right over there by Six Flags too. I was like, God damn. They didn't even give me a chance to go or try to find somewhere to get a spare tire. That motherfucker went slapped down. I was on my knees in front of Six Flags, putting that little small ass tire on.
What you get?
Huh?
I said, what did you get?
I don't know. I didn't see it in the tire. It cut the fuck out of it right on the outside of it too. So I tried to plug it, but it was too big. But you know what I did though?
What?
I ordered them from Temu.
How long did it take?
One day. Them motherfuckers showed up the next day and they gave me a brand new pressure washer for free. I got a new pressure washer, ain't even open yet. They give you all this free shit. You order one thing, they be like, you got a free gift with the order. Pick one. I picked the goddamn power sprayer, and I got a, it was 4 gifts actually. And one of them came in, was a sprayer, and then yesterday I got a jump pack, a battery jump pack, wireless. Like if your car need a jump, it's a pack, and then it also got an air pump in it. And gave me that for free. And I got some other little knick-knack, car seat covers. All that for free. I was like, shit. I gotta take a closer look at this Temu. It's addictive though. Be trying to tell you, you can get other stuff for 1 cent if you buy some other shit. It's like it's addictive. Yeah, shut that shit down.
And then it's a hit or miss. You can get some trash shit.
Yeah, and then they have to spin the wheel. Here's $100 credit. What you want to get? Pick some, pick some, pick some. I said, Lord, Lord. Don't let LaShawn start that shit.
It's just some scary shit and they just give them bullshit.
Yeah. But you know what? I think it's going to eventually work out. Amazon don't be giving you shit. No gifts. And I think that might be the angle. Temu might be taking over from Amazon with the free shit. Because now I'm trying to figure out what else I need. Got to get some more free shit. Straight shot, no stops. I like this shit. I'd be going straight there. No stops. No traffic. No idiots. Straight shot. Now where I'm at now gonna be crowded as fuck in a couple hours. Say it again. Yeah, she is probably up getting dressed right now. Did you say LaShawn got to go work? Yeah. She leaves about 5. She probably getting dressed and whatever.
Y'all still not talking?
Yeah, we talked last night because I cooked last night. And we sat there and watched some of the bullshit on Tubi. And we had a conversation. I didn't let her get it. I didn't bring up the past. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear that shit, man. I'm older than you. Who are you to tell me what to do and how to act? That's some bullshit. We're not having that.
It's always room to grow. No matter how old you are.
You're like, you're not going to bed? I said, I don't feel like it. What? Just because you sleepy, I ain't sleepy. What? You sleepy, that means we sleepy? That's some bullshit. It be little petty shit. And that turns me off. Your attitude really turns me off. I don't care how good you look. Your mouth will fuck it up. Trust and believe. You can look as good as you want, but if your mouth don't match how you look, I am not attracted. been on her mama house yet. I thought she went over there, but she didn't. I don't know what the problem is. I can't go, so she don't go. She used that as an excuse not to go. Poor mother. Keep my ass out of their business. I don't want to go over there nowhere. That neighborhood is so small. They can't get one car down the street at a time. That's how narrow the streets are. It's like they squoze a whole neighborhood into one little spot. And them niggas bought up them houses and they live so close to each other. Don't even have much of a driveway. Okay. Now I gotta get to 75. Straight shot. How many more minutes you got?
26.
26. You gonna get home
Yeah,
for
46.
Oh, okay. We're gonna be at I'm gonna get there at the same time you get home. I got 46. Oh yeah. Get to Lowe's and take me a nap. Wait on 6 o'clock. That's 30 minutes. Then head closer to his house. had to go to Kennesaw instead of Dallas. Gotta figure it out. They're gonna take the Marietta Kennesaw exit.
Yeah, I'm going back.
Okay. Still sitting there. Okay, what exit? 269. Lowe's. Lowe's. Search. Lowe's.
explained it, answered some basic questions, and it saved me from paying $121 a month for car insurance to $57. Click of a button like that.
I haven't been able to see that any of these have been altered. But here's the thing. Because they did not do these things live, Bill Clinton accidentally threw Hillary under the bus and basically made it known that she's full of sugar, honey, iced tea, and I'm so excited about it because I've told you from day one that she is skeezy and can't be trusted and whatever else. Like, we've all known that since, you know, the days of Nixon and whatever else, where people were calling her liars and trying to get rid of her in her whole capacity in lawyerism, whatever part she had there. Up until now, it's been, you know, every time she opens her mouth, it's trash that comes out. So we're going to start. There's so many places we could start here, but we're going to start with Bill Clinton at his deposition. And I want you to hear exactly what he had to say. Because, okay, I don't know why I'm so excited about this. It feels like Christmas morning, which I think means there might be something wrong with me that I'm this excited about the fact that it's being proven right now that Hillary Clinton is Satan's spawn. But you will remember the good old Hillary has told everybody and their mama and their aunties and anybody else who would listen that she has never met Jeffrey Epstein. She's like, I've never met him. I've met Ghislaine or Jelaine, whatever, a couple times. We weren't really that close. I just invited her to my daughter's wedding. She didn't mention that part, but we have the pictures, right? Mm-hmm. This is proof that she's full of shit. Now, she likes to do that I don't recall and I don't remember and whatever else. Bullshit. You know everything. That woman probably has a mind like a steel trap. She knows everything that's going on. She remembers every little thing. That's how she knows how to lie her way around stuff, because she knows what words to use. She knows where to place herself so that she wasn't there or whatever. But listen, are y'all ready for this? I hope you're ready for this. You ready? Let's do this. Pause. I want you to hear every little thing that Bill Clinton says right now, okay? Wait, fat finger, do your job. Okay. Listen.
I have to just say one personal thing. Since Hillary came in yesterday, she had nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein.
Liar.
Nothing. There's a picture of us both shaking hands with him in a photo line in 1993.
What?
At a fundraiser for the White House Historical Association. I don't know how it is under President Trump, but when I was there, it was about the most non-political operation you can imagine. There were people who loved the White House, who were interested in it, would give a little money every year to do things that needed doing around the house. And nothing nearly as extravagant as the ballroom or any of that, just things that
Shut up, Bill. Keep talking.
And neither she nor I remembered shaking his hand all those years ago.
Liar.
So I don't think that was right. On the other hand, I do think you should be talking to me. I think you should have called me. I did take those plane trips with him. And you have a right to ask those questions.
Okay, look. So here's the thing. He says the entire reason he brought up that picture, and he was like, Hillary doesn't, she doesn't remember. I don't even remember meeting him, whatever else. It's because that photo came to light, because they have it. They have the photo of him and Hillary, both of them touching on Jeffrey Epstein, shaking his hand or whatever. He can't get away from that. So he had to acknowledge it, but he acknowledged it in a way that made it seem like neither of them remembered. Listen, I am gullible sometimes, but miss me with that shit. I know better than that. So the fact that he's like, I definitely was on the plane and you need to talk to me, but Hillary doesn't remember meeting him and I don't remember meeting him. There just happens to be a picture about it. Bull. What's even better, okay? He makes it seem like Hillary Clinton does not remember meeting Jeffrey Epstein. That's what he said. She doesn't remember. Hillary has said she doesn't know him, never met him, like whatever. Okay, bullshit. You're going to tell me that man's wife was at your daughter's wedding. You're going to tell me that man gave tons of money to your husband's political campaign. You're going to tell me your husband went on a plane with him like 27 times and you don't know who he is? Then either you had a sham of a marriage, which we all know anyway, or you were blatantly lying in front of everybody because you think you can get away with it because you forget that the internet is effing forever. Effing forever. Like, you can find anything you need to find. And they're finding all kinds of stuff and they're bringing it up. And now these two are losing their shit because they know they are caught. Now, this one here, it's like 2 minutes long, but I need you to hear the end of it. The beginning of it doesn't really matter, but we're going to play it anyway just because, you know, it's fun for me. I would like to point out, I don't know how old Bill Clinton is, but you can see that he's starting to get the tremors, the shakes or the whatever. His voice definitely sounds like he is having to strain to speak, and he definitely looks a lot thinner and older than he did, you know, just a couple years ago. But hey, when, you know, the truth comes out that you are, again, you know, Satan's brother or whatever, you're going to age real quick because that kind of stress, it really eats away at you, especially when you no longer have what, the adrenochrome, the baby blood, the whatever else. So those two things combined have aged him significantly. But I want you to listen to this one. And again, the beginning of it doesn't really matter. Somebody said he's 79. Lindsay says he's 79. Okay, I would have thought he was older. Honestly, to me, he looks and seems older than President Trump. I don't know. It's very hard for me to figure out how old people are these days. You got 14-year-old girls who look 21. You got 25-year-old guys who look 14. Everything is weird. I don't know. Okay, but listen, and when you get to the very, very end, we're going to talk about the very, very end. So, okay, here we go. Listen.
Yep.
So you can see here that on April 27th, 1995, Lynn Forrester, now Lynn Forrester de Rothschild, sounds like served on a few committees or boards under your administration, wrote you a note. I'll just read part of that note out loud. Dear Mr. President, it was a pleasure to see you recently at Senator Kennedy's house. There was too much to discuss and too little time. Using my 15 seconds of access to discuss Jeffrey Epstein and currency stabilization, I neglected to talk to you about a topic near and dear to my heart, namely affirmative action and the future. And that's the end of the relevant portion. I just wanted to ask whether you have any specific recollection of this note or of your conversation with Ms. Forrester.
I don't.
Okay, sure. Wait, here's the good part. Wait, it's almost there. Hold on, wait. Those are his lawyers, by the way.
As far as you can remember, at this point in the middle of 1995, how would you have characterized your relationship with Mr. Epstein?
Wait.
Would be virtually non-existent.
Non-existent, okay. Wait, it gets better.
Do you recall any other interactions that occurred between yourself and Mr. Epstein during your time in office that have not already been mentioned today?
No.
Liar. But listen, wait. He's like, should I tell him? No?
I think I told you everything I
Here's the good part.
In October of 1999, toward the end of your time in office, we know that Epstein contributed $20,000 to the First Lady's joint fundraising account. Would you have any memory or knowledge of that particular contribution?
No, was that for a White House related thing?
No, joint fundraising, he means the Senate.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Look at his face.
Okay.
Look at his face.
I am going to move to the years.
The reason I showed you that, you look at his face. Wait, let me just back it up. I just want you to watch his face again. He asked, I'm not going to play it again, but this is when he asked about, did you know that Jeffrey Epstein gave your wife some money? And he's like, wait, was for political stuff? And his lawyer's like, no, that was literally just for shits and giggles. And you can tell he had no idea that Jeffrey Epstein and his wife were trading money. Well, trading's not the right word, but you can see in his face, that's one of those, huh? So, were they talking behind my back, or what was going on there?
How did she get the money if she don't know?
So you're going to tell me, the wife of the president who has never met the man that her president goes gallivanting around the world with on his private plane, never met him, doesn't know him, couldn't tell you anything about him, and he's just gonna give her $20,000 for something, but her husband doesn't know? Ooh, salacious. Like, right? That's what we're gonna go with? Okay, we'll go with that. Sure, she doesn't know Jeffrey Epstein at all, right? Bullshit. Then, but wait, it gets better. Hold on, where's the good stuff? Newly released campaign finance records show that from 1990 to 2018, Jeffrey Epstein directed about 89% of his political donations to Democratic and progressive causes, with notable individual recipients including Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, and Chuck Schumer. Okay, so there's that. But then, this one here, he gets asked, and you guys may have seen all of these, but I like having this conversation with y'all, so thanks for watching it again if you've already seen them, because this is so much fun for me in a weird way. Like I said, it's an awful topic, but I'm very, very happy that these two walking, talking pieces of shit are being brought to, I don't want to say justice, because that hasn't happened yet, but the fact that they are being questioned in a way that all you have to do is have half a brain cell to put together the fact that they're both lying like crazy, and that it's going to get much better for us but worse for them. I mean, come on. Like I said, it's like Christmas, right? Merry Christmas. Okay, so listen to this one. I like how Bill, you can tell when Bill is lying. Side note.
Aspen Dental is changing how dentistry is done with technology to make care.
I like how Bill, you can tell when Bill is lying. Side note. When Bill told the truth about, no, I didn't know that Jeffrey Epstein gave my wife money behind my back without telling me. He's like, you can see his face. He looked down. He's doing this like weird smile thing, like one of those, that bitch, right? Like one of those. You can tell that is truthful. He had no idea. The rest of the time, you can tell Billy Boy is lying through his teeth. You think he has teeth or you think he has dentures? I don't know. Lying through his lips. We'll go with that one, because I don't want to, guess on what he's got going on in his mouth. But listen.
I'd like to ask you personally and directly, do you believe that Jeffrey Epstein killed himself?
Are you asking him to speculate on how Mr. Epstein died?
I'm asking what the president thinks of.
So you're asking his opinion?
Mr. President, was your friend Jeffrey Epstein
Are you
suicidal?
classifying him as a friend who he has testified that he was
has
friendly?
called him a friend in a letter.
He said he was friendly, but not, you've asked for his testimony.
Mr. President, do you believe that Jeffrey Epstein was suicidal?
Do you know?
Was he ever
She's asking
suicidal?
the best of your
I
understanding.
don't know. I want to know what the medical finding was. I think maybe he finally got caught. I don't know. I've accepted it in my own mind. I don't
Finally got caught.
Mr. President, what did you accept? That he killed himself or that he did not?
know that he did, but I don't know.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. President.
Well, he can't say, his wife did it. But I like how he said he finally got caught. Because remember, we talked about this a couple days ago, how Hillary made the comment of, before the public knew, before it was public knowledge what he was doing. Because it was private knowledge what he was doing. Right, Hill? Right? And then now you have good old Billy Boy going, he finally got caught. Why would you use the word finally? Why would you use the word finally? Number one. And if y'all are trying to say that none of these things ever happened, that there was no trafficking, there was no children, there was no grapes, minus the G, then what did he get caught doing? Just flying people around out of the goodness of his heart on little Lolita Express? I don't think so. So that part I thought was interesting. Now, let's go a little bit farther, because Hillary Clinton also had her day in court. I don't really know if it's considered court or not. And we're going to get to the View in just a minute. I promise you. It all kind of goes together, like I said. Hillary, you guys remember, maybe you saw it, maybe you didn't. There was a leaked photo of her inside this courtroomy thing, right? That, what's her name? Lauren Boebert. I always mess up her last name. I don't mean to. It just happens. That she took and for some reason sent to Benny Johnson. She's like, Benny, hey, here you go, do what you will with this. And then Benny was like, we're taking this straight to the internet, right? So he did. He took the picture, he posted it on the internet. And I'd like to play for you the moment that Hillary Clinton found out that a picture of her had been released ahead of time, because I have that here. And I want you guys to hear her literally lose her shit because somebody saw what she looked like before the deposition was released. Now here's my question, Hill. You wanted it to be live and transparent, so why were you upset that there was a picture of you ahead of time? That part doesn't like make sense to me at all. You can't be 100% open for transparency, and this should be done live so everybody can hear as I'm talking, Bill. But then get mad when a picture of you talking is released. Okay, so here we go. This is the moment that Hillary Clinton found out that somebody had leaked her little face on the internet.
Fundraiser to support my friend Nia Lowy.
All right.
Excuse me, can I interrupt?
I have
There are
another.
photos that are being released of the secretary as she is testifying from inside this room. Can you please advise me as to whether or not that's permissible and consistent with the rules, particularly given that
You see her face?
have asked for a public hearing? If there are photos that are being released of the secretary as she is testifying, can you please explain how that
I'm done
occur?
with this. If you guys are doing that, I am done. You can hold me in contempt from now until the cows come home. This is just typical behavior.
Oh.
Oh, for heaven's
So I would like
sake.
to understand how that's permissible.
Before the hearing was,
It doesn't matter. We all are abiding by the same rules.
I will take that down.
Yeah,
So I
well,
would like to take a break at this
yeah,
moment. I'd like to have
I'm
a
done
conversation.
for now.
Go off the record.
Oh, Hillary, you angry, honey? You didn't have breakfast? Are you hungry? Is that hanger? Were you hangry? Is that why they brought in the boxes of pizzas? But so the thing is, the picture was released before the whole thing started. So technically, she can't really be upset with it because it wasn't during the actual deposition, right? And then Marvin, hi Marvin, I love you. I see Marvin say she's wearing a blue dress. Oh, it's almost like the one her husband wore, right? Was that like a small little dig at her husband there? Like, are they fighting before the depositions? Is that why Bill was like, she did meet him, but she doesn't remember it, but she did meet him. Like, he threw her under the bus. She's wearing the blue dress. If she had on red heels at the same time, I'm going to lose my shit. When it comes out, whatever shoes she had on and they are red, if there happened to be like a little white stain somewhere on the dress too, oh my gosh, right? A cigar in the pocket, I don't know. That would be just crazy. But the fact that she got so incredibly pissy about the fact that a picture was released ahead of time is crazy to me. And it's just, I don't know. I dislike the woman so much. It's weird to dislike somebody you have never met based off of the things they say. No, it's not weird. That's normal. I'm a normal human. Never mind. Okay, so you have her losing her shit there. But then they're like, all right, we're going to start asking questions. And so Nancy Mace, y'all know Nancy Mace. I love Nancy Mace. Nancy Mace is the one who was the loudest about letting Tim McBride, goes by the name of Sarah, plays dress up, puts on a long hair and a dress and plays, tuck and hide while he walks around the halls of Congress or whatever else, and then barges into the women's restroom and probably stands to pee and then whatever else. Nancy Mace was the one who was fully against having a man in a dress in the women's restroom in Congress. And then a bunch of women and a bunch of dudes in dresses decided to make some shit ass TikTok about them going in and using the bathroom and make it like fun and dancing. Same time when Jasmine Crockett and AOC and all the other retards in Congress were making the TikToks of them dancing down the hallways. No clue why any of that was, whatever. But she talked out against, men with obvious mental issues who think they're women in spaces where they shouldn't be. So I like Nancy Mace for that in and of itself. I don't know anything else about her, but I love her for that because clearly she has a brain. She decided that she was going to go and, talk to Hillary during these depositions. And so this is the video of Hillary Clinton losing it, obviously, because that's what she's done numerous times so far, on Representative Nancy Mace during her Epstein deposition that has been released. So Mace was pressing Hillary on an invite extended to Jeffrey Epstein for a private fundraiser for her 2016 presidential campaign. Now, Hillary's people lied and said this exchange never happened. The reason this is important is because 2016 was after they'd already found out, right, that he was a PDF file, I think is how you're supposed to do this here to not get flagged on YouTube, right? A graper and just a disgusting human being. It had already been found out. And yet here's Hillary Clinton going, Jeffrey, who I've never met, don't know at all, never shook your hand, never went to your island, never flew in your plane, never whatevered, never ordered pizza from you. If you could, you know, give us money, I know that you've been found guilty of all these things, your wife is like sitting in a jail somewhere, but we're going to pretend like none of that happened, but then we're going to lie to the people and tell them we never talked to you about money. So let's listen to Hillary lose her shit once again, because it's fun. Merry Christmas once again. Here we go. Ready? Listen.
About at all.
And then how do you know Howard Lutnick?
I know Howard Lutnick because when I was senator on 9/11, the firm he headed, Cantor Fitzgerald, suffered the greatest loss of life. As I recall, something like 650 of his employees were murdered by terrorists that day. Howard Lutnick missed being a victim because he was delayed dropping his child off to kindergarten. You asked the question. I'm going to answer your question.
She's an angry woman.
I spent my time doing.
I'm a survivor trying to look out for other survivors, trying to
and I was taking care of the people who lost 3,000 lives.
And now you're being defiant and indignant today.
You asked me.
I have met with Epstein survivors. I'm a survivor myself. You have emails. You've denied that Jeffrey Epstein, that you tried to get Jeffrey Epstein to give money to you.
I did not.
Howard Lutnick was
If you have an email with me asking Jeffrey Epstein for money.
I have an email from Howard Lutnick sending it to JeffreyEpstein and his people to raise money for you.
I don't know about
an event, an intimate event for you at his offices at Cantor Fitzgerald. You're going to sit here today and obfuscate and say to this committee, you didn't try to get money from Jeffrey Epstein when there was an intimate event in an email that Howard Lutnick emailed to Epstein's people and Epstein to get him to come to your intimate event at Cantor Fitzgerald, a very small event. And so I'm not going to put it. You want to yell at me, that's fine, but I'll yell right back.
Well,
you want to yell at me? I'll yell right back. See, here's why I can't do certain things. I used to want to be a lawyer. That way I could go out there and basically rip people a new one, right? And prove them wrong or prove them right, depending on if you're doing defense or you're doing prosecution, whatever else. But the way my anger management is set up or not set up, if that woman had decided to raise her voice to me like that, I probably would have jumped across the table. And so that's not going to work out very well for me. So kudos to Nancy Mace for holding her shit together and not, you know, helping Hillary swallow her tooth or two. So that's one thing that happened. But wait, y'all, there's more, because Hillary, every time she opened her mouth, she just started screaming at people. So let's go ahead and talk about the pizza. Do you want to talk about pizza? It's very hard for me to order pizza these days, just so you know. After all this stuff, it's like, I don't even know. I'm like, can I have like bread pie with
sauce,
tomato sauce and some cheese on top? I can't use the other word because they've ruined it with, you know, being just sick vile pieces of, you know, sugar honey iced tea. Anyway, listen. Okay.
You described Pizzagate as a baseless conspiracy theory, alleging you and others ran a child sex trafficking ring from a Washington pizzeria basement. Have you reviewed any 2025-2026 Epstein files that were released that you believe reference or relate to those specific 2016 claims regarding the Podesta emails, Comet Ping Pong Pizza used as code possibly?
I'm sorry,
you're asking her about whether she's reviewed emails in the Epstein files which relate to the wacky Pizzagate scam.
You could characterize it however you want. I just would like to know if she's familiar with any of them.
So excuse me, your question is about whether or not she has
Look at her face.
any emails in the Epstein release files about Pizzagate.
Correct.
Pizzagate was totally made up. It was an outrageous allegation that ended up hurting a number of people. that caused a deranged young man to show up with his assault rifle and shoot up a local pizzeria. I can't believe you're even referencing it. You should be.
There are connections to the language.
Well, the QAnon people believe there are. So
I don't know what QAnon people believe.
Have at it.
But you've accused certain parties, and I think even right now today, of promoting slow walking information in ways that fuels conspiracies. In your view, did any Epstein-Maxwell related investigations or file handling pre or post 2019 contribute to or intersect with the spread of Pizzagate style theories about Democrat figures?
Objection.
Why are we objecting?
That is the most
Speculation.
ridiculously.
Have you or your representatives identified any Epstein file content that has been misinterpreted online to revive those claims? And what steps, if any, have you taken to clarify?
Again, object.
Why? Why are we objecting?
I think that this is all very reasonable.
Well, first of all, I don't follow the crazy conspiracy stories that are online. I regret that anybody does. I find it quite sad, but also disturbing that people would believe some of what is put forth, like Pizzagate. So I have taken no steps to review anything that might have any connection.
You know what she never did? Answer the
fucking question.
She never really answered the question, which I think is very interesting. So, somebody said, so ladies, tell me how many strangers do you invite to your daughter's wedding? That's a good question, Donald, because you know for a fact that she was buddy with all of them. Now, I have not seen some of the things that you guys have commented on over the past couple weeks about Hillary being more like, I don't know, a scissor queen than wanting to be with her husband, which would also explain why her husband was like, I guess I'll just go, feel up Monica Lewinsky and the other lady and that other lady and whoever knows how many other ladies. There's been a lot of talk about Hillary, batting for the other team or whatever else. And let me just say, as a female, ew, I would not want anything to do with that woman. She is absolutely awful. That it's the tone and the attitude together makes her insufferable. Absolutely awful. I'm surprised Billy Boy has hung on this long with her. Her daughter probably hates her, but her daughter seems like a lot like her. Chelsea, poor, ugly girl. I don't know. I mean, Hillary Clinton's not an ugly woman. Bill Clinton's not an ugly man, but somehow Chelsea Clinton got beat upside both sides of her head with the ugly stick. She is not an attractive female. The guy who married her was just like, I just want a Clinton last name in the family because that sounds kind of cool, right? But anyway, so that's Hillary there, not answering questions, being super pissy about everything. And then no, we did that one already. Hold on. Wait, we did that one already. Let's go over to The View real quick because, the hags on The View. We don't like them. Whoopi is already trying to cover her ass on the fact that her name is mentioned in the Epstein files for asking for an airplane to go to some charity, whatever. Excuse me, about to hiccup. She had her own plane. She had numerous other people she could ask. So asking Epstein, or, just put your ass in commercial on JetBlue or Delta or American Airlines. You're not that big of a star, Whoopi. You could just fly regular. Bobby did it, and some other people did it on the Republican Party, flew regular ass airplanes. And, if they can do it, Whoopi, I'm pretty sure you can do it too. Nobody would have noticed you. But so Elizabeth Hasselbeck was back on The View. And it's interesting to me because Ana Navarro, who I think I dislike just as much as I dislike Joy Behar, and Whoopi, she decided she was going to basically try to crap all over everybody. And so Elizabeth Hasselbeck was like, listen, you should shut your face and let me school you for just a second. So I want you guys to listen to Elizabeth say the same things. I could read it to you, but I'd rather you listen to it. Let's take a look-see here. Ready?
I look at Donald Trump and I look at Netanyahu and I see two leaders who I think politically they benefit from war. Netanyahu is facing criminal charges for corruption back home. Donald Trump is facing very low numbers and Epstein files that are not, and we will not let go away.
I do think it's threefold. One, we have 47 million Iranian women who now have a hope of freedom. That's a good thing.
Yep.
Okay, we have an disgusting terrorist regime ended, and the people finally have hope to create their own nation again. Okay, so that's the hope. When we zoom out in geopolitical realm, okay, which is not my specialty either, but we have a ton of friends in the military who specialize in this. We see that this is actually avoiding a boots on the ground war with China when we are able to choke their oil supply. And the president and our military are exemplary in doing so right now. They've cut the oil supply from Venezuela, and they've now reduced it and choked the oil supply to China in Iran. And now what that does is presumably prevent China from having an absolute stronghold on the globe. So this is a strategic move geopolitically that we may not fully understand, but I absolutely trust that this is best for our nation, and we should be America first.
She said we should be America first. And then you have Navarro. But can I ask you a question? No, bitch, you cannot. You're done. I have no questions to answer for you. So you have The View, who, again, if you were here for yesterday's live stream, I showed you guys a TikTok where a guy in a Trump hat or a Make America Great Again hat and a guy in a rainbow whatever hat, basically it was one guy playing two parts, going back and forth. And the guy was like, so we're both happy that Iran, got bombed, and we're both happy that the Iran leader is dead, everything else. And one guy was like, well, no, I stand with Iran because it sucks that they've done this. And the Trump guy is like, but wait a second. So you're telling me you would rather Iran, the Ayatollah, still be there so that women can't basically have a life, education, learn anything, which is interesting that they're saying that the elementary school that was hit on a weekend was full of young girls, but women there aren't supposed to be educated. But okay, anyway, and then that in Iran, if you're homosexual, it's basically they're stoning you because they've been stoning people. They don't believe in go to jail. They believe in let me stone the shit out of you until you stop breathing or something, right? Oh no, this thing's about to fall. I can feel it. Hold on, wait, we're not having this thing happen again yesterday. Hold on. Oh shit, it's gonna. Don't fall. Y'all, I love you immensely. We got to start over. I thought this was not start over, but I thought this was going to work accurately. And once again, it is not. So, I don't know why it keeps doing that. But what was I saying? Okay, so the video. Hi. So the video, the guy is like, you can't say that you are a liberal. You can't say you are a Democrat. And then at the same time, be mad that President Trump went through and made it so that the women in Iran have safety. The women in Iran can, do what women should be able to do, that if you happen to be homosexual in Iran, now you don't have to worry about being stoned to death. But instead, the left is pissy about it only because it's Trump, right? So when you hear these hags on The View having this conversation and trying to make it seem like what President Trump has done is awful, for a fact, just like the whole Tesla thing, for a fact that they don't actually care about any of the things that they say they care about, because the same people that protest everything non-American are now, I don't think they realize, obviously they don't, they're too stupid to realize how incredibly hypocritical they are, right? I had a thought and it went away because squirrel, I guess, chased an acorn somewhere. It had to do with them and being, son of a beach, this is what we're doing? My brain forgot how to brain because the phone and all the stuff. All right, I'll figure it out and I'll come back to it. It's not a big deal. But so you have them complaining about that. I can't remember what I was going to say. It's not a big deal. It's fine. I know it's bright over here. I apologize for that. So we have that, okay? But wait, there's more. Because this is, oh, that's what it was. They only care about being mad at President Trump. Anything else is, how do I phrase this? Okay, I'll make it easier. I'll play this video from Hillary Clinton in 2008 because it shows you that they don't actually care. Oh, Tesla. There we are. Brain, y'all. Tesla. The left, the Democrats were all about, God, there's so much sun. We're all about, climate change and making sure that, you electric this and electric that and windmills and wind turbines or whatever. And the things you can put on your house, the solar power, solar panels, whatever. But the second that Elon Musk basically tied himself to the Republican Party and to President Trump, then all of a sudden Tesla was awful, and it made sense to go out and damage them, to key people's Teslas, to crap on people's Teslas, literally crap on people's Teslas, like throwing poo on them, and setting dealerships on fire and everything else. So what you're telling me is it was never actually about the climate. It was only about whatever. But the second it became Trump related, everything else went out the window. And that's exactly what happens here with this. Iran, if anybody else had done it, which we're going to listen to that first instead. Hold on. If anybody else had done it, fat finger, work. If anybody else had done that, then it would be perfectly fine. But because it was President Trump who did it, they have a massive problem with it. That's not the one. I have the video, so just hold on for me 2 seconds because I want you guys to hear it. It's not that one. It's not that one. I'm gonna get it. Don't leave. Where'd it go? Maybe I don't have it. I thought I did. But the bookmarks are not bookmarking like they're supposed to. No, that's the Hodge twins. They suck. Okay, I guess I didn't save the video. But it's basically the left talking about how Iran needs to be dealt with and everything else. Is it? Maybe it's this one. Oh, no, I'm special. Don't worry about me. Y'all know how this works. It's Hillary Clinton who said it. That's why. Hold on.
I want the Iranians to know that if I'm the president, we will attack Iran. Whatever stage of development they might be in their nuclear weapons program in the next 10 years, during which they might foolishly consider launching an attack on Israel, we would be able to totally obliterate them. That's a terrible thing to say, but those people who run Iran need to understand that, because that perhaps will deter them from doing something that would be reckless, foolish, and tragic.
Wait a second. Hold on, Hillary, because I'm almost 10,000% positive that you yourself have come out in the last couple days to say that what President Trump has done with bombing of Iran is horrific and whatever else. Just like all your little lefty Democrat retards over there saying the exact same thing, when in 2008, every single one of you were on the same page, that Iran should not have nuclear weapons, that if you're elected president, you'll go after them. But once again, because President Trump did it, now we have a problem. These people are the epitome. Is it epitome or epitome? Because like it's spelled like epitome, but I'm pretty sure it's called epitome, right? Anyway, they are the, whatever of hypocrites, because everything they want done, if anybody but President Trump had done it, they would be rejoicing in the streets. But because it's by a man that they can't control, because it's by a man who released the Epstein files, they are losing their ever-loving minds. That's all it is. It's not that they don't like Donald Trump. They liked him when he was a Democrat. They liked him before he ran for the presidency. They liked him before he said, I'm going to release the Epstein files. And then suddenly, nobody likes good old Donny Boy anymore. And it's all because now they're being brought in for depositions because their names are strewn about throughout all of Jeffrey Epstein's shit because of everything that they have done that is satanic, sadistic, disgusting, whatever words you want to use. And I think that it's very telling of these people that they would be upset that the president has done something positive for our country, for the country of Iran, for the Iranians, and for literally the rest of the world. So there's that. But wait, there's more, because there's always more, and it's so much fun. Let's see, we did The View. We're not going to talk about Jim Carrey. We'll get into that later. Side note, gangster AF. Just, I don't know why JD Vance with a grill is killing me, but it's Pete Hegseth with the cornrows that I am losing my mind over. I'm like, Pete Hegseth, he's a hottie McToddy anyway, but I kind of like him with the cornrows. I'm not even going to pretend I don't. It's a good look for him. He might want to attempt it one day just to see what it looks like. I don't know. So anyway, I saw that and it said Trump has 34 felonies, 3 baby mamas. He's been shot and kidnapped a sitting president. He's running our government like death row records from the 90s. I guess you'd have to be in some sort of knowledge of what death row records in the 90s was like. I believe death row records was Tupac and Biggie and all that. Diddy pre pre-Baby Oil. Actually, probably during Baby Oil. I'm pretty sure Diddy was Death Row Records. I could be wrong there. Don't quote me on that. Just leave that part out. So then I see this post. Are you ready for this one? All right. Now somebody posted this, and so far this guy has been pretty freaking accurate on everything that they have posted. So I'm going to read it to you, but we're going to go grain of salt with it just in case anything in here is off or inaccurate. Death Row is Dre. Oh yeah, Dre, you're right. Okay. So this was posted March 2nd, 2026, 7 a.m. Barack Hussein Obama has retained a team of 9 criminal defense attorneys, not civil, not advisory, criminal. All right. The same man who told you hope and change is now preparing for a federal grand jury subpoena expected by March 7th. Now, again, we're taking this with a grain of salt, but this person has been very accurate on stuff so far. And it's about the $150 billion lie that ties into Iran, which is why we're talking about this. It says in 2016, Obama sent Iran $150 billion and $1.7 billion in physical cash, pallets of money loaded onto unmarked cargo planes in the middle of the night, which we've all heard of, we know about. That's nothing new. He told you it was a nuclear deal, right? But it wasn't. The DOJ files released yesterday show that $2.3 billion of Epstein's network ran through Iranian banks. Deutsche Bank's JP Morgan and Bank Melli Iran, a state-owned bank under Obama's nuclear deal exemptions. Obama didn't pay Iran to stop enriching uranium. He paid Iran to store the evidence. Now, the reason I bring this up is a lot of people are saying that the bombing in Iran had more to do with the data servers underneath certain areas than literally anything else. It just happens to be that the killing of the Ayatollah and the freedom that the people there will now get is like that little icing on the top, cherry on top, whichever one you prefer. I'll take both. Give me a little icing and a little cherry, call it done. So they're saying here, the server farm, the blackmail tapes, the financial records all moved to Tehran between 2016 and 2019 on Obama's watch through Obama's channels with Obama's money. And it says Trump just sent the military to recover it. Now Obama needs 9 lawyers. So according to this, there's a Harvard connection, okay? It says 2 days ago, Lawrence Summers, which is Obama's top economic advisor and former Harvard president, resigned from Harvard without explanation. Now, we've seen a lot of resignations over the last, since the day the Epstein files were released, whatever date specifically that was, February a lot of people have been resigning in a lot of different places. A lot of people in European areas been yanked into court real quick, thrown in the back of little cop cars and driven on over to a jail cell or wherever else, right? So according to this, his name appears on the Butterfly Foundation recipient list, the $340 million Epstein Trust. Summers met with Epstein at least 14 times after his 2008 conviction. 2008 conviction, remember, and Hillary Clinton was asking for money in 2016. At Harvard, at the mansion, at the island, so all kinds of places. Obama appointed him as director of the National Economic Council in 2009, 1 year after Epstein's conviction, not despite the connection, but because of it. Bill Clinton testified under subpoena before the House Oversight Committee this week, which we've been watching. First time in history, a former president was deposed in a criminal investigation by Congress. Very first time. Hillary testified separately behind closed doors, which we've already seen. But here's what matters. Clinton was asked about Obama, specifically about a 2015 meeting at the Clinton Foundation where Obama, Clinton, Summers, and Epstein's lawyers were all present. And the subject of the meeting was asset relocation. Assets, not money, not investments, evidence, right? And so then it gives this timeline. And it says in 2015, meeting at Clinton Foundation, the asset relocation discussed. 2016, Obama sends $150 billion to Iran, pallets of cash. 2017, NSA intercepts CIA black site communications inside Iran. 2019, Epstein was arrested, then murdered, or, killed himself, whatever you want to go with. And then the tapes disappeared, okay? 2025, Trump returns, Bondi appointed, investigation is reopened. And then 2026, it says U.S. military recovers tapes from Tehran, Obama lawyers up. Every dot connects, whatever else. So it says here the grand jury meets on March 7th. So this is, in theory, if this person is correct, March 7th, we should hear Obama's name being yelled out for his involvement with Epstein and covering things up, because you have to realize that a lot of Democrats are in those files. There's some Republicans in there too. It's not like everybody here is clean on both sides, right? And not everybody's dirty on both sides, but there are dirty on both sides and clean on both sides. And Obama, we know, is the mastermind behind literally everything that has gone horribly wrong in this country since the moment he took office and decided to divide the shit out of, you know, left and right, black and white, gay, not gay, all the stuff. He has been the worst thing that could have happened to this country. And not because he's a black man, because he's a dumbass. That's what I'm gonna go with there, right? So you have that happening, and then on top of that, wait, I saved this. Let me find it. Hold on. Because I asked questions. Hold on. War powers. No. Where did I ask this question? I had asked a question about the pallets of money in Iran. Where did I ask this? Wait, don't go anywhere, because I know I have it, but I could have sworn I saved it. But there's so much stuff going on. Did I not? Iran nuclear program, U.S. history, Truman. No, we did that already. So I saw this thing that said that the money that Obama sent to Iran was because they won come on, brain. They won some sort of court settlement for something that happened in like 1970 something. You know, if my brain could just hold on to information a little better, that'd be great. Something about 1970 something, and Iran with either oil or money, they were paid, son of a bitch. Iran paid for something and never got it from the US. Maybe it was weapons. I cannot remember if it was weapons, if it was oil, or if it was like something different. But they paid for something from the US, and the US never gave it to them. And so now when Obama was a president, somehow he was trying to say that the reason he gave Iran these pallets of money was because it was like repayment from what they did not get in 1970 something or other. Son of a, I cannot remember exactly how it went, but I'm gonna find it, and I will mention it to you guys in the next one, or I'll put it in the pinned comment later on, because